Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas, huge gamer mode is time for better health, and it's finally time to react to the finale of NMIXX's Fe3O4 trilogy. We're going to be checking out the 4th EP, Forward. I'm super late, and I've already explained why in the reaction to the title track, Know About Me, which I recorded a couple of moments ago. Yeah, a couple of hours before I wanted to react, or a couple of hours before the release of their comeback. I wanted to do some changes within my PC, and they weren't so good. And led to the PC not booting up for a very long time, and I had to do a lot to fix it. Ultimately, it wasn't too difficult to fix it, I just had to reset the BIOS, but I did have to take apart the PC piece by piece to make it happen. So yeah, bit annoying, bit unfortunate that it now took me so long to be able to react to this, because obviously I didn't have my PC available. But here we are. We obviously reacted to High Horse, the pre-release single, which was gorgeous, which I really loved. Title track Know About Me, super good first impression, really excited to listen to it more. And we're now here with the 4 remaining B-sides of the album. We have Slingshot, with Golden Recipe, with Papillon, Ocean. Super excited. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first NMIXX album we are reacting to. Am I correct on that statement? I'm not 100% sure. I definitely always reacted to their title tracks, but did I react also to any of their albums before? Again, in the first few years I did it a lot. I reacted to a lot of albums, but like in 2022, 2023, I really didn't react to a lot of albums, unfortunately. But have been doing some more again. But yeah, I fear I really have not reacted to a single NMIXX album before, which is super unfortunate, because especially Fe3O4 Break from last year, one of my favorite albums of 2024, one of my favorite K-pop albums ever. Super good. Knowing that we've listened to the Highlight Medley, I don't think this album will be able to match that level, just like Stick Out wasn't able to. But I know it's going to be a great album nonetheless. Where's my NMIXX reactions playlist? Doesn't matter, okay? We're here now, and I'm super excited to check out these 4 B-sides. First one being Slingshot. Short song. Well, we'll give it a go.
You can't stop me. I'm going so far. Slingshot,
what an opening. Oh, those claps so prominent on the ears. Oh, that pre-chorus was cool. I wish we would have done it longer. Why are we doing everything so short? Ooh. Heaven and Kyujin together is super cool. What an NCT is this track, by the way? This is such an NCT track.
1, 2, 3, golden snitch, 같이 quick.
Overwhelming. And switch up again. Wow. This is an NMIXX change up every 10 seconds, basically. Oh yeah, this one's Haley. This one's gonna need some time to get used to, but I'm in for it. I love her delivery so much. There's something so sassy and bratty about it in the best way possible. My ears overwhelmed.
slingshot, slingshot. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
The outro too. I mean, this gives me flashbacks to their debut single album. To be fair though, Tank wasn't really big of a switch up song. If anything, Oh was. But I think here it's totally okay to do it because it's a B-side, it's a short song, it's something experimental. I just still am not a big fan of the fact that they had to debut with a very experimental track. Slingshot is cool. It's really, really fun, but it's obviously so far away from your usual song that you hear. Which is so interesting when you look at the tracklist, because we kick things off with High Horse, which is also already not necessarily experimental, but definitely a bit different. The way we constantly switch the tempo in the verses, where we go from quiet to then move, and then the vocal focus into pre-chorus and chorus and everything. Then you have the title track, which actually felt a bit more typical and straightforward and on point. And then you're just getting thrown into this. Yeah, this is obviously a super unique track, super all over the place production, in the sense of the parts themselves are well produced, but you obviously have so many things mixed and mashed together to the point where when you listen to it for the first time, it's just, what the fuck is going on? Okay, it's just overwhelming, it's a bit confusing and definitely something you need to get used to, but those individual sections did have a lot of cool flavor to it. It's like mentioned loud, it's chaotic, it's a bit noisy, but it's cool and it's interesting and it's intriguing, and I definitely want to see how this song feels like on re-listens. Yeah, especially the pre-chorus section here with Bay. Super nice, and then instead of like doing it the classic pre-chorus length, we just boom, rush over to the next section, which is then so sonically different, yeah? Slingshot as a song is definitely far away from a normal song, and it will definitely take a bit to get used to it. Maybe I won't get used to it and I just won't listen to the song a lot, which is totally okay, but as always, I always appreciate experimentation. Yeah, I always say when it comes to NCT tracks, or Aspa does it a lot as well, it's cool to have a song like this on an EP. Yeah, like mentioned, this is different. It's okay to have a B-side like that on one of your albums rather than have your debut be something so out of the norm, you know? But still, cool track, a lot of cool sections, they sound great obviously all the way through. I'll see how I feel about it down the road. Next up is Golden Recipe. Let's check it out. That is damn joints, goat. What did he sample here though? Damn, this beat, this concept. All out the violence. That's a nice touch. She sounds so good. This sample in the beat, or like this guy and his shouting, it's so fun. Such a fun track, just like lyrically too, right? The concept behind it, super fun. Oh, but I like that. First Bang Jiwoo, now Lily and Selyun together. That's super cool. I always love when it's not just the entire group singing together, but like individual members. It's a fun track. It's a fun, very different hip-hop type song. Wow. I would have expected now to have one in Kyujin, so that we have 3 different duos, but now we do Lil and Jiwoo. Okay, that's gonna be really catchy. Give me that, yum, yum, prep it, cook it, serve it, yum. That's really fun. It's honestly insane to me how huge the difference is between High Horse and No Bomb B and Slingshot and Golden Recipe. Like just the sheer difference between the pre-release and title track to those first 2 B-sides is wild. Okay, crazy. But obviously, like mentioned, super cool to have such variety. Yeah, it's anything but a cohesive album, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, if you go from High Horse into either of those 2 B-sides, you're either gonna be shocked. Okay. The thing is though, this isn't necessarily new for them, in the sense of like NMIXX has been doing experimental music like that. In my opinion, they are honestly the only girl group outside of SM girl groups to really do more experimental songs like that, or like super out of the norm tracks that like sonically, in the way they're produced and the construction of them, really do things differently. And given that this is a damn joint song, makes sense as well, who, as we know by now, has worked with so many SM groups before. It's a really fun and entertaining track, like lyrically, and just the flow of it. The beat has a lot going on. Again, you know, the sample that he used to mix the beat together with the with the guy doing all of that. I don't know if that's something one should know, or if he maybe did that himself. I can't tell. But it makes for a very entertaining listening experience. Similarly to Slingshot, I don't know yet how much I'm going to be listening to the song, if I will listen to it much at all, and I will rather focus on the title track and pre-release, because these type of songs, they're fun when you listen to the EP, but they're like as a standalone track, not often the ones that I tend to listen to a lot. As example, like mentioned, when you look at the Fe3O4 break, I listened a lot to the title track individually, and also Run for Roses, obviously, and XOXO. Those songs were individually super nice and enjoyable, and I listened to them a lot on loop. While the other tracks on the EP, like Break the Wall or Passion Fruit or something, also really nice and enjoyable, but I only listen to those songs when I listen to the whole album, rather than individually. And I think that is so far definitely the case for Slingshot and Golden Recipe. I don't think I will skip them. There's very rare cases where I will actually skip songs or like hide them when I listen to them over the phone, because I just really don't like them. There's here and there just songs where that's the case, which is fine. Not every single song from every group I love can be, you know, enjoyable for me. But I think both of these songs are pretty fun, because they're so unique, because they're so experimental, and because they have such an entertaining flavor to it. And obviously, like mentioned, NMIXX just sounds great, and this is always something that's so important with these kind of songs. There are just some groups that can do these songs for me because they just generally sound great. They are NMIXX as a vocal group, and NMIXX with their voices and tones can carry any song to make it listenable for me. Okay, maybe not OO and Tank, yeah, sure, but like they just have an easy job to make any song listenable for me because they just sound so great. Okay, yeah, there's some groups where the song needs to be really good for me to really love it, because I'm not the hugest fan of their voices, or I don't think their voices can carry a song on their own, yeah? But NMIXX definitely can. Anyways, let's head over to Papillon. Or Papillon? I think it's Papillon. Papillon? Whatever, let's go. Another... Good lord. Very long intro. Very loud instrumental. That is much nicer already. Set on the bass, super bouncy and gritty. Again, her voice. Soyeon sounds so good. All of them do, but her deep tone.
손을 잡아본지 하늘 깊이 점수 끝을 몰라 can't stop to the top.
Ooh, that delivery was sick. Very short tack. Papillon, yeah. The contrast between the title tracks and the B-sides is so sick. Oh, this part in the pre-chorus is so sick for both Lily and Heaven. Good damn, the tempo of the delivery. Super weird, but super fun. But then it's over. Honestly, could have had more at the end there. Yeah, this song, the other songs are already a little bit shorter, but I feel like they did more with the length. Here it just ends after the second part, and that very, very rarely will make for a satisfying finish to a track. Very, very rarely you will listen to a song that doesn't do a bridge and third chorus and only does like two longer halves. When you then finish the song, you're like, oh, I would have, well, this is fine that way. I didn't need more of it. Yeah, you definitely could have given this a bridge. I mean, it's NMIXX, hello. One of the vocal groups today. How can you not do a bridge? Okay, especially when this song had some nice vocal portions to it, you know what I mean? Give it a bridge and a third chorus, make it longer. What's the point of making it 240, you know what I mean? Again though, once more, super different vibe and flavor to the title tracks. More similar to Slingshot and Golden Recipe. Very loud, somewhat chaotic, high tempo, a lot going on, a lot happening. They sound incredible, but it's once again gonna have to see, will I be able to listen to this a lot on its own, or will it be just an album song for me? We see. Pretty cool sections, especially the pre-chorus part with Heaven and Lily, or first Lily and then Heaven. The tempo of it is like somewhat delayed, somewhat even offbeat. Float in going on there, super cool. I thought it was super well done. And last but not least, that was the B-side I was the most excited for. We're going to be checking out Ocean. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's, yeah, million times better. Much easier on the ears. Also a lot going on here, but it just feels much less chaotic on the ears. Oh, the background vocals. Gorgeous. Whoa.
mistakes. My heart is beating a feeling. 점점 커져.
So we do a similar melody, but it's sonically very different. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do. No. Oh my god, I was like, oh, this bit was incredible. This third chorus is going to completely alter my brain functions, and we end it. How? Oh no! Why would you do that? Why? If we do it with title tracks because of streaming reasons, fuck whatever, but why would you do it with B-sides? Oh, come on. You just can't tell me that this is the best way to end the song. You just can't tell me. I refuse to listen to anybody saying, yeah, this is how the song should have ended. No, you can't do such beautiful build-up. You can't do such a beautiful bridge, which actually is an outro because nothing happens afterwards, and not give us a third and final chorus here. Oh man, that is actually so disappointing. Oh, that actually makes me mad, man. This reminds me a little bit of Starlight with Dreamcatcher, where it was also like, oh my god, please don't end it, please give me a third chorus, and we don't do it. Yeah, very similar case, because I love this song. Oh my god, the verse picture is gorgeous. The chorus is amazing. The vocalization, the harmonies, so beautiful. But we then, for some reason, just refuse to give the songs the time they deserve. The song is good the way it is, but it would be even better if we gave it that grand finale, okay? You finish the second chorus here, and you're like, oh my god, this bass sounds gorgeous, this is such a beautiful transition, oh what a bridge, and then you go here, and then you think here, oh my god, okay, we're going completely quiet. Then to bring it all back and have that loud, very, going to a high note, going to a harmony chorus or something, I don't know. Just end it. And there's no reason for it. Zero. I genuinely fail to understand it. I genuinely do. I'm genuinely mad. I'm genuinely disbelieved. I don't get it. How can you take away something from a song that would have made it perfect, okay? I just don't get this. I don't get it. Why do we keep doing it? The entire album is rather short if you think about it. All of the songs are super short. I think, is there one song on this EP that is above 3 minutes? I don't think there is. Yeah, 6 songs, 17 minutes. That's, why? I think High Horse is the only one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, High Horse is the only song on this album that is above 3 minutes. Title track is 2:45. Slingshot 2:22. Golden Recipe actually 3 minutes, my apologies. Then 2:38 on Papillon. And then 2:50 on Ocean. Why are we so afraid of songs to be 3:20? To be 3:30? What are we so afraid about? Why are we so afraid to let these songs actually reach their full potential? Because that is simply the case Ocean, the way it is, still an amazing song, vocally super lovely, they sound unbelievable together. I actually really enjoyed the switch up in the middle. It felt a bit weird at first, but then within a few seconds I liked it a lot. And then you do this gorgeous bridge, bass sounds unbelievable, you do the quiet out, you drown everything out, only focus on Keijin, you're like, wow, what a build up. And then the big finale, the big final chorus, high note, everybody singing together, and then an outro with the song fading out or something like that. These additional 30-40 seconds would have put this song into the next level. And instead, we for some reason decide, let's just not do that and let's just end it here. And this is the album finish too, okay? This would have been so perfect as a big finale to this EP. And instead, you'll be left with a that's it. As you go back into the first song, you listen from this album from start to finish, you get to this point and you're like, oh yes, this is an insane build up, this is an incredible bridge, give me that final chorus again. And then, you know, everything goes quiet, Keijin finishes the line and you're like, where's it? Come on, bring it back. And then Hyros starts and you're like, what? It's just, I don't know, man. We had it last week with Le Seraphim, where Heart is way too short and has no bridge and final chorus. Here, Papillon, like mentioned, is only 2 parts. Slingshot is super short. No But Me is rather short, but at least had a final chorus and a bridge and everything, you know? It's so disappointing. It's so frustrating. Because the members have no say on it, you know what I mean? It's the producers, it's the company that makes this decision, and I'm just like, why? Again, if you do it for a title track like Dash, where I was also like, oh, this could have gone longer. Remember when we reacted to Dash last year, I was like, could have been longer, should have been longer, would have been better. But I was like, okay, I get it, it's a title track, keep it short, blah blah blah. But this is a B-side. B-side should be there to do whatever you want. Make the 4-minute ballad. Do the 2-minute 22, experiment the sound like Slingshot. Why do we restrict ourselves on the B-sides? If you want to have a title track in a very specific direction, specific length, okay, you have to promote it, sure, whatever. Unfortunate, but I get it, marketability, business, fine. But doing it for a B-side is just not understandable for me. And it's, like mentioned, just so unfortunate, because Ocean as the way it is incredible, but it could have been unbelievable if we actually let it reach that potential, and we just don't. I gotta need my inhaler, that was too much talking in a short amount of time. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I do know what to say. This EP as a trilogy, probably I might have to say, I can't tell you if I like it less or more than Stick Out. Break is definitely the best 100% of the trilogy, I think, and that's clear. That is just incredible title track, and Run for Roses remains arguably the best song across all 3 albums. In comparison to Stick Out, I'm not sure if I like Know About Me more than See That, or you know, but I do think that Stick Out definitely had the better B-sides. Moving On was incredible, and Love Is Lonely was my 9,000th song last year, so I think I will actually have to give it that way too. So one could say, you started with the best album, and then it just went gradually down, even though the quality remained super good. Stick Out was still really great, even though not as good as Break. And this EP right here, Forward, is also good, though not as good as either Stick Out or Break. So I'm not disappointed in the sense of that I don't enjoy this album as much as the other 2. I like making just a bit more disappointed about some creative directions done in terms of like how long is the song, and you know, when we finish them and everything. And it's like we're just having with so many groups at the moment, which is just so unfortunate. If you look at the whole thing, High Horse was an incredible pre-release, gorgeous track, love it a lot. Know About Me, the first listen was super good, very excited to listen to that song more. Then the other three B-sides on the album were very experimental and very different. Slingshot, Golden Recipe, Papillon, all a bit rather short, all a bit chaotic, all very loud and a lot going on. Not sure how much I will be listening to those songs. I just had definitely some more stand-up B-sides for me personally in those other albums at that point, like Love Is Lonely, like Run for Roses, like Moving On, like XOXO. And Ocean, arguably my favorite B-side of the album, and a huge highlight sonically that unfortunately just isn't able to reach its full potential, which then in conclusion just makes it a very unfortunate ending. Because it is definitely the strongest of the 4 B-sides and should be at the end of the album to have that big finale. But a big finale just doesn't happen in the song itself. And that's just so unfortunate. Yeah, like it's so sad how this album managed to like, that I'm leaving this reaction and review on a bad note. Because the album just ends abruptly, okay? You just can't do that. You just can't do this. You just can't end the album like that. It's just... yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting once again. It's just too much at the moment in K-pop. It's just too many songs that just could be even better than they are if we actually let them be. Like, that's the thing. The songs are good for what they are, but it could be even better. But we just don't do it. And it just baffles me. It frustrates me. It makes me mad why we keep doing it. For title tracks like mentioned, okay, but for the B-sides, please just give them their 40 seconds. Please let the songs actually be full and not cut off too early. I'm begging you. Thank you. Anyways, that was a lot of talking. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction plus thoughts. If you did, leave a like down below to show me that you did. Your thoughts on the songs down below in the comments as well. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you think I'm overreacting? Tell me all about it down below. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then gladly leave a sub as well. It would help me a lot. Yeah, I was like mentioned a bit too much talking and a bit too much venting. Woo, a bit dizzy now, but it's okay. With Stacy later today, which I this time around will actually be able to react to in time and not serve with my PC, as I look forward to that. Other than that, we also have Mark and H-Chan tomorrow. We have even more many great comics next week. Extra Heroes from JYP, which I'm finally reacting to one of their albums for the first time as well. So look forward to that. And beyond that, well, if you have a wonderful remaining day, and I'll see you back soon on my channel.